I'm very excited because I found out how to import pictures on here. So I have the partner problem talking about Obama's. Now you'll notice, hopefully, Obama's approval rating. Hopefully you'll notice right away, right here, that the date was wrong. It should be from the 28th to the 29th. That's my error this time. I'm sorry. So a couple things. I did this by hand and I did this quick. So I'm going to just highlight a couple things that I want from you and a couple things I could have done better that I could write down. So first of all, the state, I said state question. I meant like the question. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the change in proportion of people who approved Obama in 2010 versus the proportion of people who approved Obama in 2009. If I would do it over again, I would make sure that I stated those in words in the state part. So please take note of that. You'll note that I did the random. Whoopsie, I'm going to undo that. I have my random, my independence, and my normal. Please note that I took my 0.5, my p-hat, from the proportion of people who approved them in 2010 from the sample, and 0.53 from 2009. I have my method, my 2-sample Z interval from P 2010 to P to 2009. Please ignore this X1 right here. We don't need that. After my method, take note that I wrote out what I need to do. So my interval is right here, okay? I then filled in, that's right here, right? I then filled in all of the values. So 0.53 minus 0.5 plus or minus 1.96 times all of this, right? Now I want you to particularly notice this interval versus, give me a second. Versus this interval. The pink interval is if you calculate it by hand, and I actually have the upper bound first right here, followed by the lower bound. It should be vice versa. The lower one is the one you get from the calculator. We have to use a conservative result in the calculator. So once you type it in your calculator, okay, I'm going to actually, let's see if I can add a new page. We'll go right here. When you type, I think it is X1, and then you have N1, and you have X2, right? And when you do X2, if you do 0.53 times 1010, you get a decimal, okay? So you have to round down. The calculator won't, to be conservative, okay? The calculator will not, take decimals, unfortunately. Sorry, excuse me. So I am 90% confident that the true proportion of change in Obama's approval rating, I should have put to be a little bit better between 2010 to 2009, or from 2009 to 2010, is between negative 0.661 and 0.0674. Now I took, right, okay. Next then, next it asks you to interpret the or the 90% confidence level. So what you have to do here is you have to put both of your sample sizes. Sorry, people are walking in, so I'm a little off kilter. Yeah. 90% of all possible samples of a given size, N of 2010 is equal to 1,024, and N of 2009 is equal to 1,010. From these populations will result in an interval that captures the true proportion of change in Obama's approval rating from 2010 to 2009. I believe it should be vice versa to be grammatically correct. Okay, forgive me. And then it asks, does your interval give you the convincing evidence that Obama's job approval rating changed from August of 2009 and September of 2010? No, because our 90% confidence interval includes 0. That 0 means there is a chance that the difference from 2009 to 2010 is the same. There, I got the year right there. Again, forgive me, this is scratch work, so I'm just kind of going through, analyzing what I did and what I should have done better if I was expecting you guys to do it on the test. There we go.